Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 301. If you're writing a book or thinking about it or trying to finish a book you've started or trying to let more people know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc., I-N-K. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn someone who doesn't even see themselves as a writer into a published author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. True surprise springs from the revelation of the gap between expectation and result. The surprise is true because it's followed by a rush of insight, the revelation of a truth hidden beneath the surface of the fictional world. That's Robert McKee's story. Those of you who listen to the show and know me or both, you know that I'm obsessed with the book Story by Robert McKee. It's something I'm studying now. I've talked about that in a few episodes, translating it from screenwriting to book writing lately. So that's why I quote him a lot. Anyway, moving on to today's episode for Thursday, February 6th. Have you ever noticed that the bad guys in stories never know that they're the bad guys or that they're in stories? They never know that they're destined to lose. It's the writer's job to create that situation while keeping their characters in the dark and their readers in suspense. A writer must be a master of surprise. Now, this doesn't have to be what Robert McKee refers to as cheap surprise, like in horror movies, which is barely even surprising anymore. I think we're all so used to horror movies that, when the female protagonist is headed down the hallway towards the door at the end, we know something bad is probably going to happen. But that's what he calls cheap surprise, just kind of like, boo, that kind of thing. Or the other kind, drama for the sake of drama. So, for instance, you don't have to kill off all your characters like George R.R. Martin, which at a certain point actually becomes pretty unsurprising since he does it all the time. And nonfiction authors, depending on the type of book, whether self-help or business or, personal or business development, things like that, nonfiction authors have even less flexibility in terms of creating surprise via events. Fortunately, for both types of authors, the element of surprise is not isolated to events or plots. Surprise is not only a plot tool, it's an all-purpose writing tool. You can deploy surprise in blatant ways. For instance, end-of-chapter cliffhangers, or end-of-chapter probing questions. Or more subtly, surprise can simply mean leading readers in a different direction than the one they thought you were taking them in, thus jolting them back into the reading experience. And I'm going to read that last part again here, because that is one of, for me, the best ways to implement surprise. It's really the main way to implement surprise in your writing. Leading readers in a different direction than the one they thought you were taking them in. And that jolts them back into the reading experience. It gets their attention. So that's something that fiction and nonfiction authors can use. So are any of these ideas giving you ideas? How will you incorporate the element of surprise into your writing? I would love it if you would swing by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and let us know. Thank you for joining me here on your Daily Writing Habit, where I'm helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And if you know someone else who wants to write and finish writing an awesome book, please let them know about the show. I would appreciate it. Until tomorrow, happy writing.